Hello, this is Joe Gagliardi, President and CEO of the Greater Folsom Partnership, which includes the Folsom Chamber of Commerce. Through these organizations, we are pleased to present 2 weeks of targeted content to assist our business community. Since 1946, the Chamber has led the way for Folsom's prosperity and solid growth. In these challenging times, we are leading the way to collectively build the skills and competencies we all need to navigate the changes of 2020. This is a two-part effort including daily webinars and podcasts, which will capture the topics that are top of mind for our members and partners. The webinar will be available on scheduled days at 9 a.m. via the Zoom platform. The audio podcast, like this one, will be posted daily on our YouTube channel by 8 a.m. We are excited to blend the collective knowledge of the local business scene and the entrepreneurial skills of our partners at Tribe and Granite City Co-working. We are co-creating content to keep your business on the forefront of what you need to make critical pivots and lay the groundwork for successful following this tough stretch. Details about the schedule and content can be found on folsomchamber.com.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning into this. We're really fortunate today. We have Scott Rogalski with the NorCal SBDC, and we're really thankful to have him on. Scott, thank you so much for joining us. For those of you that have not met Scott before, he oversees the finance center there, and it's where they connect businesses and help educate people about financing options that are available not only through banks, but non-traditional sources as well. And as we're in these trying times financially with COVID-19, it's really important. And again, thanks, Scott, for joining us. And, you know, the SBDC, if you're not familiar with it, please go. They've got a great website, norcalsbdc.org. Again, norcalsbdc.org. You can jump online there. And thanks, Scott. Go ahead and give us a rundown of a quick introduction of you, and then SBDC and why people are going to need you and your team more than ever.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. As Phil mentioned, I'm the director of the NorCal SBDC Finance Center. SBDC stands for Small Business Development Centers, and we're funded by SBA, Small Business Administration. And we are a no-cost consulting arm of SBA. And before COVID, we have been in existence for the last 25 years as a national organization. And we come at no cost to small business owners because we are federally funded, and it's your federal tax dollars at work. And what we normally help people out with, small business owners, is help them start, grow, whatever it would take to sustain or operate, hire, possibly sell or buy a business, or set it up for transition to a child or sell to somebody else. So we have experts that specialize in all different arrays of what it would take to start and grow your business around how to do startup restaurants, manufacturing, e-commerce, agricultural, sales growth strategies, how to succession planning, HR law, and then other systematic ways to grow your business and run it very efficiently. As Phil mentioned, I'm part of the Finance Center, SBDC, for Northern California. And what we specialize in, we have a team of 10 loan experts that do nothing but help business owners access capital. And we do that through several different ways, as helping them create business plans or expansion plans, financial projections and assumptions, helping you find the right lender for you. As Phil mentioned, maybe that's a traditional lender. Maybe it's the bank you bank with. or maybe it's a micro nonprofit lender that you never even knew exists.
And Scott, I'll jump in here. I really want to encourage everybody, norcalsbdc.org. And some of the things listed here under the services is one-on-one advising. So refrain from thinking that it's just all large group things. They also have trainings and workshops, and then capital access and specialty programs. So again, hit that website, norcalsbdc.org, and it's something that there's a lot of resources that are available to you. Scott, can you give us your outlook for the region? Again, you are influential and working throughout the state with SBDC. Tell us what you think about our region, and if you choose even for California overall, if you would.
Yes, thank you. So I work in Sacramento, and I cover the Folsom area and then the 38 counties of Northern California. And I also do some work, as Phil mentioned, through the state of California for small business development centers. And our outlook regionally is that obviously we're in very trying times, and you as a business owner may not have all the answers, and you're feeling left alone. You're not getting the answers from the feds or the state or possibly local government. And we want to let everybody know that we're here for you. We're here to help you. We're here to do whatever it takes morally and ethically to get you the funding that you need to stay in business, possibly reopen, possibly rehire the people that you may have fired or let go. And we're here to let you know that we have all the resources that Phil mentioned where we can work with you one-on-one. We can help you apply for the applications for these disaster loans. If you want to start a business because you see an opportunity, we can help you there. If you have a business that is expanding at this time, we can also help you there. But we have most of the answers from SBA. The other answers that we get for you, we are learning constantly as times are changing daily, but we are the best stop for you to go to before you go to your lender or you try to go to SBA. We have the answers for you.
Yeah, and certainly I want to amplify your point there. Is there are some entities out there offering to charge for the application process and service. And Scott, you and your team, thank you for being there, and you don't charge for that. Will you make a commentary to the listeners about having that as an option?
Yes, so unfortunately, there are business brokers or other individuals that are trying to charge you, other small businesses, to pay to put your loan package, which is like your financials, taxes, interim statements, personal financial statement, and to even possibly just go online and apply for the loan. So we don't recommend anybody pay anything. We are supported by the SBA, and we have lots of extra money that we can spend on technical assistance, helping businesses like you walk through this process, get a live person on the phone any time of the day, whether it be Monday or Saturday or Sunday. We're here for you. We can help you. We have all the answers, and we know the process better than anybody, and we don't charge anything.
Yeah, and I think that's an important part is your funding coming from SBA and you having direct access and accurate information. That's been one of our biggest challenges as a business organization, is to help get the correct and accurate information out. And can you give us an update now? We were seeing that the PPP being rolled out last week. We've seen a couple of the larger lenders have already stopped taking applications because they're getting overwhelmed. Can you give us an update as to what you're seeing, Scott, and where else we may go besides the traditional banks for PPP loans if they're not available?
Yes, so thank you, Phil. Things are changing daily. And then if you think that's fast enough, things are changing hourly. Probably what I tell you right now, some of it might be not most updated because they're changing it right now. So we do have the most updated information. As Phil mentioned, the PPP loan program is on its third rendition of the application. So we have that, and we can pass it off to Phil and the Folsom community and then get it out through Northern California. The PPP, yes, there's a lot of lenders that are hitting max where they can't do anymore, but there are some lenders that are open to non-customers. And if you go to SBA.gov, there's a link there that I can also send out too, where you can click on lenders list for the PPP, and you can type in your zip code and find lenders right in your own community.
And that's great to know. And we've done an update as well on our website, specifically for those that are here within Folsom and chamber members, so that our members have access to that. And go ahead, you had another point on that, Scott.
Yeah, so daily the states, so we're in California, they're talking to the governor's office right now as we speak to launch brand new loan programs that are outside the PPP and potentially will fund business owners up to $50,000 as a microloan. The only loans that exist today in the state of California for disaster are the SBA disaster loan, which is called the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, also known as EIDL, and then the PPP, and then also this state of California microloan program that just launched. And then as more loans come available, more loan programs, we're going to have that information, and we could disseminate it to you, help you digest and navigate and understand what they're asking for, and then how best to apply.
Yeah, and so that's something. You've got the information. Tell us, please, what's the best way for them to get in contact? You've got a team. What's the best way for them? They go on the website, navigate some. In terms of reach out to you, what's the best way that you'd like people to ping you?
So I've gotten in trouble a few times by giving out my cell phone and my email because I just want to be there and help everyone. But Phil's right. You can go to NorCalSBDC.org. You can find a local SBDC center near your business. In Folsom, that is the Sacramento Metro Chamber, and they have a team as well that can help you. But if you want to get a hold of me, maybe after this, I can give my information to Phil, and he can disseminate it. But the best thing for you to do before you talk to anybody, including me, is if you have not applied for the SBA disaster loan, you need to go to NorCalSBDC.org, and in the middle of the screen, it'll say COVID-19 relief. And you need to click on that, and it goes immediately to the Google Forms for you to fill out to get in the queue for a economic disaster loan from SBA. And then also, what launched last week was this $10,000 advance. So that's an SBA disaster loan offer. Once you get approved for the $10,000 advance, whether you get the EIDL loan approved or you don't get approved, the $10,000 is forgivable. So you get that after you apply within 2 to 3 weeks. And that's only through SBA.gov, the EIDL loan. It's not the PPP. The PPP, once approved and if approved, potentially the first 2 months of expenses for payroll could be forgiven. So the PPP only pays for 2.5 months of payroll costs, and the EIDL pays for 6 months worth of working capital, including payroll. So there's some business owners that are saying, well, why would I do the PPP over the EIDL and vice versa? but those are the hardest questions to answer on this broadcast. So I think it would be best if you just reach out to me, my team, or the local SBDC center next to you, and they can answer that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. One size doesn't fit all, especially in these uncertain times. And understanding this financing is just being rolled out. It didn't exist. This is stimulus money, the PPP. The EIDL has been in place before, but has been more because of meteorological, I guess I would call it that way, is disasters, natural disasters, which, certainly COVID and a virus is going to fall into Mother Nature being impactful there. And then, Scott, so first thing they should do is get in contact with you. Do you have any other thoughts for people as to kind of an order of importance of things they should be doing to get themselves prepared for financing?
Yeah, so definitely apply at sba.gov or go to norcalsbdc.org and apply where it says COVID-19 relief. It'll take you directly there. And when you press submit, after filling out the 5 pages, you'll get your loan number. And then immediately reach out to an SBDC so that we can help you fill out the next 4 forms that SBA is going to look for. And then if you're going to apply for the PPP, you need to start getting ready your 2019 quarterly reports of your 941s, which is your payroll, and then also all 2019 W-2s. There's other information you may need to get together, but that is the bare minimum that you would need for any lender. And then also, the PPP application is a universal form that I will give to Phil and he could disperse, but it is very important that you understand that form. You fill it out before you go and talk to a lender. The PPP, you're able to fill out the form before you go talk to a lender. It's really important for you to know that the PPP, the money comes from a lender, and then it's guaranteed by SBA. The EIDL loan is money that comes directly from SBA. It does not come from a lender. So it's very important for you to apply for both. But you can't ask for the same purpose of funds for both. So my best advice to you would be to apply for the PPP for only your payroll costs, which is employee salaries, compensations, benefits, insurance, sick, medical leave, all that stuff. And then for the EIDL, apply for everything else. And the way they do that very quickly to figure it out is you take your 2019 year-to-date income statement or profit loss, and you add all your operating expenses minus payroll costs, and you divide that by 2, and that would give you 6 months of working capital. And that's eventually what you could qualify for with the SBA disaster loan. And the PPP is only 2.5 times your monthly payroll costs that I went through. And then that's what you can apply for up to $10 million. And the EIDL loan, you can only apply for 6 months of working capital up to $2 million.
The consulting that your team would do with them would help them navigate and get prepared and make sure that they're teaming up with the right loan for the right purpose, correct?
Exactly. So we need to sign you up as a client, which is not that hard. It takes about 5-10 minutes. We don't ask for any confidential information like social, driver license, date of birth, just general information about you and your business and what you're trying to accomplish, whether that's a disaster, expansion, or startup. And what we do is we sign you up and then we walk you through the process of how to apply for an EIDL or a PPP. And then once you apply, obviously you're not done yet. You still have to fill out paperwork. There's 4 forms for SBA that we help you fill out. And I can talk about them really quickly here, but they may not mean anything to you. So there's the 2202, the 1368, the 413D, and the 4506T. So what happens is you apply, and then when you apply, you get your loan number. But there's all this other paperwork that you have to fill out. And we've been studying this paperwork for the last month, and we know how to fill it out better than anybody. And we're here for you. We can pull up the forms. We could do a Zoom. We can do a Skype. We could walk you through these forms and help you fill it out so you're ready when SBA reaches out to you and says, hey, we need this other information from you. And then for the Triple P, we're going to help you put together your 941s and your W-2s. But a lot of that you're going to have to get from your CPA and bookkeeper. And I will let you know and give you some peace of mind that we know that bookkeepers and CPAs are really busy right now. We have people on our team that have enough knowledge and expertise, like a CPA, an accountant, or a bookkeeper. And if you're having trouble understanding your numbers and your financials, we can help you dissect that and understand it in a very simple way so that you can be better to present your loan scenario or your story or what you're trying to accomplish. And we're going to do all this for you, again, at no cost, because this is what we do for small businesses, and we're here for you.
You know, Scott, one of the other things that you folks do a great job of is updating your webinars. You have the ones that are already here on your website. And then you had shared that you're going to be doing another one coming up this Wednesday, 10:30 to 11:30. You're going to host another webinar. Give us some insight to that, please.
Yes, thank you, Phil. So we are going to host an outward webinar, meaning all business owners can jump on, or anyone that's interested in learning the newest updated information on the EIDL or the PPP. And we are going to post that on our NorCalSBDC.org website so that you can click on that and you could register and you could be ready. So what we're going to be doing is in the first 15, 20 minutes talking about the most updated information we heard from SBA or current lenders. And then we're just going to go to a very open forum Q&A, which is really awesome because it's live questions being answered right away by me and my Finance Center team. And we will also post that on our website. The other thing on our website is we're going to do a catch-all finance questions at NorCalSBDC.org email. And that information will also be disclosed on Wednesday, the 8th.
Awesome. So Wednesday the 8th, 10:30 to 11:30. I can't really think of much else that would take precedence over that. I'm putting it on my calendar right now, and I'll make sure that we keep looking back on the website as well for that information. So that's another great tool. And I certainly appreciate you jumping on here, Scott. I know you and your team are overwhelmed, and the amount of volume that's coming in. And again, for everybody, I strongly urge you, NorCalSBDC.org. There's webinars. I mean, one of Scott's teammates, Sunita, even did a walkthrough where it highlights in red some of these forms and the things that you need. And so it has application links on there. Please get in contact with SBDC. It's our taxpayer dollars at work in the purest sense. As taxpayers, we pay and help support SBA, and then they're here to support us. So I appreciate it greatly, Scott, you and your team being here for us as small business owners. And even hopefully at some point they change it so that then the Greater Folsom Partnership will be able to apply as well, as we are a business, a membership-based business, and it's challenging times for all of us. So we thank you so much for you and your team. And anybody, please use the resources that are available. The challenge that I'm seeing and hearing is people not taking decisive action. And that's going to cause even a greater harm. Then get out there. If you don't know the names of the forms, it's okay. That's what Scott and his team are for. If you don't know where to go or who to call, that's okay. You don't need to. What you need to do is get in contact with SBDC, Scott and his team, and ask for resources. And with lenders, you got to get out there and get going. So with that, Scott, I'm going to let you have last word. Thank you so much on behalf of the Greater Folsom Partnership and Folsom Chamber of Commerce. Finish us off here.
All right, sounds great. Hey, Phil, thank you very much for letting me come on here and talk about this. it is very important for you to take action like Phil mentioned. Don't wait to apply because you think there might be a better loan that's going to come out. There is probably no better loan that's going to come out. The triple P is 1%. It's possibly forgivable. The EIDL is 3.75% for 30 years. That's a great loan. Even though it's not forgivable, that's an amazing loan for you to take advantage of in this time of need. And just find your local SBDC, Small Business Development Centers. If you go to norcalsbdc.org, you can find your local one in Northern California. And thank you very much for attending today, and make it a great day.
Well, thank you for joining us today for this podcast, Daily Drop, Local Knowledge to Start Your Day. You can check out the full schedule of upcoming speakers on folsomchamber.com. Follow us on our Facebook and Instagram platforms for more resources and links to support your business decisions in the upcoming weeks. Email us at teamrecovery@folsompartners.com with your individual questions. We are proud to be part of the great community of Folsom. Stay safe and well. In Folsom, stronger together.